All right, we're going to get into this. It's game number 2 of Dark versus Creator. Dark was able to beat Creator in game number 1. Don't know what happened there. That was during that last series that we were casting. But here we are, just immediately getting the next game. So, yeah, this is actually, for me, one of the best matches in the tournament. I love Creator playing top Zergs. I think he's got, by far, again, the best PvZ in the world. I don't know that he's the best Protoss in the world, but PvZ, I think, for sure. And I think we're likely to see something exciting here. Honestly, even when he does like a turtle play, like a sky toss, he does it so much better than pretty much everybody. Even that I find pretty exciting. Just watching him in general in the matchup is kind of awesome. Okay. Does the hatch block, whatever. We wait for the cybernetics core to really move forward here. Good music. Thanks, guy in the chat. Have a good sleep. So... well, I mean, I don't know what to even say, guys, until the cybernetics core is done. Okay, he starts Warp Gate. So it could still be Stargate, but okay, see, he cancels it and then makes a Stargate. So he's just trying to throw Dark off. There you go.
X300, happy Labor Day from the States.
Thank you.
Anyways, as far as Ling's getting a toasted one-shot, how do you feel about an HP upgrade from adrenal glands, like how Banelings get added HP from centrifugal hooks?
No, you shouldn't nerf Lings. They're already so ridiculous. The nerf that they're going to be doing is to Hellbats, so that, or Hellions in general, so that they don't get plus attack versus light with... So right now they get plus attack and plus attack versus light. So it's like bonus extra damage against light with upgrades, and they'll just take that away, and that'll fix it. So Blue Flame already gives +5 against light, so it's like already crazy good, right? So yeah, it's actually a very smart big brain change. So yeah, this Overlord will get away just in the nick of time, but obviously with this standing there, Dark knows that a flying unit's on the way, and in fact that it is an Oracle. Of course, you know, when we have the hatcheries split because of a hatchery block, the Oracle at depth generally is the best follow-up to try to get some damage there. So the Oracle flies over, allows him to get that, but insta-third Nexus. Like, this is the quickest third you can really take in this matchup. So puts that down immediately. Dark is not very heavy on Lings. Like, for instance, if this were Solar, it'd be pretty likely that we'd have 10, 12 Lings out. And he'd be looking to cancel this. As is 5 Lings, not that likely to cancel this. Nice micro there. It's like, okay, you get the Adept. We'll warp in some more. It's fine. Right? Whereas if it's 12, you kill that Adept real quick, and then you go ahead and you know, maybe cancel the Nexus. So just a different style. Not that one is better than the other, because obviously if you make 12 Lings and he blocks it, that's a lot worse for you. Whereas here, he blocked it, but you killed an Adept for like 3 Lings. You're like, yeah, that's fine. No problem. Forced into Adept warps in, maybe he didn't want. Gets a couple drones across the map right now with the Oracle. Oracle's still rotating around a little bit. Not likely to find much more damage. Another Oracle coming. Another one was just made as well. Robo is on the way. Did we see a Twilight? I don't believe that we did. kind of interesting. I feel like I would normally see a Twilight by now. Huh. Yeah, I really feel like I'd normally see a Twilight by now. The only thing I can think is he wants to go Sky Toss? Okay, there it is. There it is. Doesn't that feel just slightly later than normal? Maybe I'm off. Anyways, onwards. The Adepts coming in, trying to see if they can find something here. Gimmick, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, the Oracles. I believe we just lost one Oracle there. We should have at least, if Dark was targeting correctly, which he should have been. The Adepts looking for some additional damage. The drone death count is not high yet. Like, this looks super dangerous. But yeah, he's going to go ahead and cancel that out. Just warp them home. Didn't end up working out. But this is the type of situation where, like, if we replayed this game, sometimes Creator would get a bunch of drone kills with these moves he's done. This game he didn't. Dark's defense has been fantastic, but sometimes he will get a bunch of kills there. Now, taking a look at what Dark is doing, he's actually adding a Spire very, very early here. I feel like there is a good chance that he will go Mutalisk here. It was actually pretty decent with the Lynx. Void Ray on the way? What's that Void Ray all about? That's kind of interesting. He might be a little bit nervous of some sort of Roach attack. That could be. Especially considering we saw the Templar Archives, right? If you're going for, like, high Templar tech with Roaches, obviously what that's weak against, it's like, well, whether it's Psystorm or whether it's Archons, Roaches are going to be good against both the Zealots and the Templar tech. You know, he is making Immortals, but adding in a Void Ray there, that's kind of like giving you another Immortal, right? Kind of similar when you look at, like, damage output against Armored. So, like, yeah, I don't mind popping a Void Ray out if you're a little bit nervous, if you're not entirely sure what's coming at you. 11 Mutas on the way, and he actually starts a Phoenix. That's a sick read. I will fucking give him that one. Wow. Yeah, no, he read that really well. You know what? I know how he read it, too. He's been putting a lot of pressure on, and it's like light Roach, light Ling. So here come in the Mutas. He is making a couple Archons, but he's going to target those down. Look at that. Beautifully done. And he's picking them up and juggling them instantly, man. Holy crap. Look at this play from Creator and from Dark. It's magnificent. Look at the Archons destroy everything. Oh. Dark came in and targeted everything so well, even surrounded with Lings, and then it was just like these perfect juggles. Look at this. The Muta's still trying so hard to break this. He kills one Archon there. So there's an Archon and a Stalker left, but 2 Phoenixes fly across the map. Holy crap. This is so crazy. Second Stargate at home, knowing that he's really far ahead. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of switching into Phoenixes at this point, but I think it's a great choice from him in this situation. GG is called. That was insane. That was insane. So, right, he's flying around with everything. He's poking, he's prodding. And eventually you realize, I don't see any gas anywhere. Where's all the fucking gas? And the answer is he's saved up over 1,000 gas for Mutalisks. So he instantly started the Phoenix, and then he got some Templars out to make Archons. And then the Mutas fly in, target Archons, Lings surround, but a Prism is there to pop them up and pop them back so they're no longer surrounded or being targeted. And he just holds. Dude, if the Archons blow up, Dark's going to win that game. And they got really low. Really low. Woo! What a fucking game. What a game. Babylon is map 3. Dude, it was great from both sides is the thing. Like, they both were playing really well. Really well. Dark blocked everything that game, man. Craziness. Skedaddle, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Guys, you should go ahead and sub as well. You should follow the channel at least. We cast this every single week. Hope that you're enjoying having some great games right now. Stack, thank you very much. Gifting a tier 3 sub. That's sick. Thank you much, man. Awesome. Dude, that game really got me going. Wow. Wow. Between Gumiho versus Wayne game 1 and then that Creator versus Dark game 2, already this week's worth it. Couple real great games so far. All right. You'll sub when TTS gets disabled? Okay, I'm going to disable it right now. All right, Crisis of Motive, go right ahead. I just disabled the TTS.
Bitch.
Crisis of Motive with the sub. Thank you very much. And now I'm re-enabling the TTS. Appreciate it, dude. Thanks for the sub. Much love. All right. All right, all right. Where are we at? Oh, cybernetic score is not done, so nothing yet. Nothing. Yeah, I did disable it. I did. Turn it right off, but turn it back on afterwards. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. Crisis of Motive, Samuel Wise, Vexer Navy issue. Thank you for the subs, guys. The real test of time will be to see if Crisis of Motive subs next month. That's going to be the real thing, guys. Let's check next month if he resubs.
What? Shield Battery donated $3. Artie.
Yo.
I said. Listen. These videos are completely legal when viewed for academic research on boyhood rituals.
Oh God!
Of
what
the
is
Amazonians. This? The man refused to accept my argument, so
what?
I am no longer permitted to fly Air Canada.
What in the fuck are you talking about? Oh my God! Yeah, you should have confidence in my ability to check things in the future. Okay, so let's talk about this game a little bit, right? It's the split hatchery because of the pro block. Oracle plus Adept. Let's see, as this first Oracle comes out, if Creator once again wants to just take the quickest space possible, or if he wants to go across the map and try to get some harassment done. All right, those are the things that we're looking at right now. So the double shade up here forces the Lings to say back he'll cancel that, and he's going to the third base. No, it looks like he turned around and actually caught 3 drones. That's pretty sick. Okay, that's pretty sick. He's doing very well right now. Okay, gets... dude, that's, like, insane. 6 drones with the first 2 Adepts? That's too much. Dark did much better defense the previous game. Now, the Oracle coming across, there's only one queen here, so he's gonna get... oh, that was Miss Micro. That was Miss Micro. A little bit slow on the shot. Still gets 3 more drones. Gonna fly out. There's a Void Ray on the way. 3rd Nexus coming up. Forced cancel. Okay, at least Dark gets a little bit of something back with that forced cancel and killing the probe. Little bit of something. Yeah, for those of you wondering, Mapu is observing, the greatest observer in StarCraft 2. Check him out. Give him some love. Use the command Mapu in the chat, and it'll link you to all of his stuff. All right, another gate up in that main base. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like he just wants to be able to make a few more gateway units. But look at this. A secondary cancel, perhaps? Yes, indeed. That's pretty insane, dude. That is pretty awesome. Void! What's that gifting? 10 subs. Void. Thank you very much. Really appreciated, man. That is a lot of subs to gift. You're the man. All right, a couple oracles flying in. And, well, dude, the amount of drones going down for Dark here is pretty insane. It really looks like Creator's going to run away with this game. Really looks like it right now. But, you know, there have been a couple cancels on his third. So the third, like, If he hadn't gotten these cancels on the 3rd, this would be already pretty much over. It does kind of feel that way anyways. Look at that. 17 drones. Wild. Wild. Really well done. Thank you again, Vovoid. Awesome to get those gifted subs from you. All right, we have the Robo and Forge coming up right now. Another little shade in. I mean, he kills like a couple. It looks like these 2 oracles. Oh my god. He's going to get some more drones. Dude, the amount of damage is like really crazy right now. That is crazy. 56 workers against 52. And an anonymous guy gifts 5 subs. Thank you very much. You're awesome, whoever you are. Appreciate the gifted subs. Raised06, thanks for the sub as well. Welcome back. All right, so notice that we have the Twilight coming up, but the Twilight is a little bit late. I imagine that this was some sort of misclick or miscue from Creator. You almost always go Forge plus Twilight at the same time, so maybe a bit of a mistake there. At home, he is just kind of making units. Don't forget he added that additional gate as well, so it feels like he's just making sure that he has enough that he does not die at the moment, because he's done a lot of damage across the map. Infestation Pit coming up for Dark. How do you play this as Dark? Are you going to rush up into, like, Viper? Are you going to try to go Infestor here? This is tough. It's tough. This is not the scariest thing in the whole world, this little army that we're looking at right now. But he's clearing a little bit of creep. He's keeping pressure on. He's making sure that Dark is making units. It's one of the most important things to do against Zerg. Thank you, 1080 Bill. Appreciate it. Okay, we have, it looks like Disruptor Tech. I mean, it could be Colossus, but most likely Disruptor coming in here. Charge on the way. High Templars most certainly do make Archons. I'd be kind of surprised if he was going to try to go into High Templars with Storm right now. That doesn't really make sense. Oh my god. Very cool to see. Very cool to see. Bambi, thank you for gifting a sub. Thank you very much, Bambi. Okay, so what we see here is this is like a funny way to play it, but if you have to turtle on few bases, this is one way in which you can actually grind against Protoss, okay? Also, okay, so Swarm Hosts, now you see that its skin almost looks like an Ultra or something. Swarm Hosts can be extremely good against Immortal-based compositions like Immortal Archon Charge. They're really good against that. And you can actually run away with the game really quick there. Now, we have some Colossi coming out, which can help to clear Locust a little bit better. But in general, you don't want to clear Locust, and you don't want to play defensive against this. If someone starts attacking you with Nightist Swarm Hosts in this matchup, you actually have to go and attack them. You can't just let them grind you down. So this is going to be interesting to see. Now, look at Dark tactically what he's doing. Sends these up into the main base and then sends his roaches down to hit another base. So while this army is chasing the roaches, his locusts are doing tons of damage over here. Right? They're killing multiple buildings, killing units, forcing warp-ins, and then he gets out with his roaches. Meanwhile, his swarm host completely safe. We have a Hydralisk Den on the way. More swarm hosts, more roaches, hive. Very cool plays that we're seeing here from Dark to try to come back in this game. He is maxed out, so you might look at that and say, well, I mean, he's maxed out, Artosis, and Creator is not, so he must be ahead. And I'd say to you, you probably think that Bjorn only makes Marines. That's how dumb you sound. Now, you know, obviously, roaches take a lot of supply. The swarm hosts take a bunch of supply here as well. They do not scale as well. All right? So... well, swarm hosts are a different flavor of the game. It's like wrong to talk about them in terms of scaling. We have the Nightist go up into the main base. But yeah, basically you're just gaining value constantly with the swarm host, or that's what you're trying to do. You should be. Every time the cooldown comes up, you should be sending a wave of locusts in. And with that wave of locusts, getting value. So that's kind of the way to think about it, right? Right, here they go again. Okay, some flying units attacking back at them is pretty smart, pretty good. But you can see the Locusts do pretty well here. Now, that Archon just barely lives, and another Archon down the bottom live. But look at this, the counterattack with the Roaches, so it looks like he should kill that Nexus. And look, he loses... What was that you just lost? Was that a Colossi? He backs up. He needs another Locust Swarm. But you have to be careful at this. If you send your entire Locust Swarm at once, and this is really all the defense you have left, they'll back up and then come back. So you might want to send half or some number like that, right? But if you send only a little amount and they can cut through it, then that's wrong as well. So it can be a little bit tricky what to do here defensively as Dark. But right now we have a bit of a base trade scenario going on. Creator trying to get a bunch of damage here. If he had overcharge there, that would have worked. But yeah, see, the Locusts are coming up. He's just running away, saying, screw it. We don't need to play with that. Run away from the Locust. Run away from the Locust. Run away. Run away. Right click away. Don't attack. Don't attack. Perfect. Perfectly done there by Creator. Comes up, attacks this hatchery. This counter from Dark is still doing damage. Clearing quite a bit. Now Dark losing yet another base. He still has those Swarm Hosts. So there is still some potential there, not only for clearing up the army, but dealing more damage across the map. He's going to kill yet another Nexus, so that's going to leave 2 Nexus here for Creator left. Oh god, the Warpin actually traps his Immortals. Yeah, he's going to try to get out of there anyways. Looks like plenty of static defense at that 3rd base location. Now, where are we in this game? Dark has his natural and his main. His main is almost dry. Creator has his main and his 3rd. His main's almost dry. Creator remaking a base. Dark remaking a base. They're both really low. Obviously, we have way more supply for Dark. Don't forget, Roaches, again, they're supply inefficient. So even though you see that bigger amount of supply, that doesn't necessarily mean his army is better. I need to see the actual army. Okay, so see, there's like 4 Immortals in here, 5 Immortals in here, 3 Disruptors. The actual army... let's say the Vipers didn't exist. The actual army of Creator is better. Okay? Now, with the Vipers, it gets tricky because, like, okay, what are you going to snag? Okay, probably the Colossus. A Disruptor, maybe? Are you going to try to snag an Immortal? The thing is, if they're attacking into you, like, snagging units in doesn't necessarily do as much as it does in a grindy position. Right? So if you're trying to grind the Protoss down, those Abducts are going to be amazing. If they're just attacking into your army, not as much. Not as much. It is still good. Don't get me wrong, still good. But not as much. Now, we're on this hilarious composition. Look at this. Swarm Hosts, Vipers, Roaches, and Lurkers. Now, there was a mistake here. He threw those Locusts out too quickly. I think he was a bit nervous. He's going to get like 2 units here max. Yeah, only 1 unit. Only 1 unit. So that was not the greatest Locust throw out. I think he just got a little bit nervous. You really got to make this stuff count. Looks like another Knight is going there. The Roach checking. Oh, the Nexus wasn't remade. That's going to actually give Dark a boost to his confidence in this game, seeing that Creator has 1 less base than I think he thought he did. Because otherwise, there's no real reason to put a Nidus down there. If you don't think he retook that base. And that's going to get cleaned up pretty quickly, it looks like. But honestly, you could send some units out. It's only 2 Stalkers. Could save it, I think. Yeah, don't want to go up that hill. Good tag. Crazy game we have, isn't it? Crazy, crazy game. Don't forget how this started. Creator killed over 20 drones at the beginning of the game. And then Dark went back. Dark went into Swarm Host to try to come back. How wild, huh? We're in a very weird game state right now. Creator's army supply continues to grow. Again, his composition, very good. Ooh, look at that value. What was that? 3 High Templars, a Stalker, and maybe that Zealot die to that wave. Dude, they're just gaining value. Think about it, right? He's made something in the range of 15 to 18 Swarm Hosts, I want to say, this game. How much has he killed with them? They've definitely more than paid for themselves. 100%. right, that Immortal, I don't know why he's out in the middle of the map. That's too bad. He's going to die. LOL, laugh at the Immortal. He's going to die. Kills one roach and gets out of there. All right. Ooh, that catch. Look at that. Look at that. Like I was saying, dude, that is so efficient. Like I was saying before, Swarm hosts are very good against Archon Immortal compositions. Getting a Robo. Dude, Creator has actually lost a lot of his valuable stuff here. This is a bit painful, no doubt about it. I think the Spire coming up is where Dark can probably run away with this game. The Spire gives a lot of options to Dark here. Like, he could at some point do a big Muta switch. Like, if the Stalker count goes down a little bit, or even if he just banks up a bit more gas, there is that possibility. Instead, right now, he does go into heavier Lurkers, which actually, that's a great choice as well here, I think. Look at this, just targeting down to Nexus. I can't believe this. After losing 20 workers, he's like, yeah, I'll just make this unit that's not popular right now and grind my way back into this game. Now, Creator is doing a counterattack. Like I said before, you don't want to be playing defensive against Swarm hosts ever because they will just get value every cooldown. And that's just not something you can afford. Look at this. Gets a Yoink in there. But like I said, the Yoinks aren't as powerful if Protoss is attacking into you at that moment. Right? Still good, but not completely broken. Okay, gonna back up. Army supply for Creator is in the dumpster at this point. Yeah, has to avoid those locusts. Again, don't forget, there's a lot of supply caught up in Swarm hosts right now. In addition to the cost inefficiency that is inherent in roaches, right? So even though the supply looks super dominating for Dark, that's not all active supply here. It comes up, yeah, I know, Creator's gonna leave. This is him being like, well, I have to attack. He'll GG here. GG, and Dark is gonna take it. Dude, I thought 100%. 100%. I thought Creator had that.